We have just received information that the European Union, the Council of the European Union, passed a resolution against those individuals from the Sudanese Armed Forces, 2 individuals from the Sudanese Armed Forces, and with another citizen, a former foreign minister of the Sudan, with sanctions, as well as 3 from the rebellious RSF forces in the Sudan. It's worth mentioning that these sanctions could only help exacerbate the situation from the standpoint of view of the government, because few weeks ago, almost a month, all the attempts of the rebellious RSF and its militia, coupled with all its mercenaries, were besieging the city of Al-Fashir in Darfur. And we heard all the pleas from the international communities, alluding to the importance of not starting fighting in Darfur. That it seems like the intention was not to evade the RSF's, fighting Al-Fashir, because they were already besieging Al-Fashir. They were already making life very difficult for the citizens of Al-Fashir. So when the war broke in Al-Fashir, the Sudanese Armed Forces and the other former rebels groups that signed peace agreements, call them now integrated forces, and all the popular Sudanese who came out to help defend the city of Al-Fashir managed to rebuff that attack, the flagrant attack by the mercenaries of the RSF. And of course, this one has led to a serious defeat in Al-Fashir, and was quite evident that many circles here in Europe and elsewhere were waiting for the RSF to take up Al-Fashir, and by so doing then they will control the entire Darfur region. Something that we are very confident that did not happen and would not happen at all, because the determination of the people of the Sudan, as a result of all the evidences that are shown out now, that the RSF is not fighting a just war, it's rather invading Sudan, is intended to obliterate the history of the Sudan, to change the demography of the Sudan, and doing this one as a proxy war to other forces, affluent players in the Gulf region, as well as neighboring countries, because without the opening of and facilitation by our neighboring Chad, these forces, neither the flow of arms wouldn't have been possible to reach the Sudan. And I'm saying this one, not an allegation, but these are founded facts by international respected media as well, and the UN panel of experts findings, and members of the US Senate and Congress, and as well as international humanitarian agencies. And it's also worth mentioning that these forces of RSF and its militias committed atrocities which are very heinous in our current history, could only be equated to what is being unfolded, the genocidal war in Gaza is the only one which could be near to that one, because what happened in Al Junaina, killing and burying people alive in Al Junaina, as well as killing the governor of Al Junaina, the late Hamis, and mutilating him were crimes that never happened in the history of the Sudan. It's true, we had a very problematic history since independence, but it has never been in this kind of dimensions. So I'm here to express the point of view of the government of the Sudan and the people of the Sudan, who are now fully behind and supporting its armed forces as the constitutional and institutional component of the government of the Sudan in defending and protecting the integrity and sovereignty of the Republic of the Sudan. Having said that, and being in the capital of Europe, Brussels, and with my capacity as the head of mission of the Sudanese mission to the EU, to the European Union, and to the Belgian kingdom, as well as to Luxembourg, that the EU's sanctions that they announced on 24th of June this year could only show another frustration from the way that some circles within the European Union want to get involved in the situation in the Sudan. It's appreciated what the EU is doing on a humanitarian involvement in the Sudan, but on the political platform, the EU has not been walking the right walk, and it's not been dancing to the right tune. Despite the fact of what we have been witnessing from this negative moves and negative signals from the leadership of the European Union regarding the interaction with the government of the Sudan. On the 21st of June, I really presented my credentials to Mrs. von der Leyen, the president of the EU Commission, after nearly waiting 1.5 years. Prior to that, I have presented my credentials to President Charles Michel, to be exact, in February. That was also a delay of nearly 1 year. That delay, in no doubt, was not a pleasant communication from the part of the EU compared to the manner in which the delegations head in the Sudan received credentials. Myself, as well as my colleagues, are always open and ready for first-hand information. And this is a call to the authorities of the European Union and relevant entities that they should get engaged with us at all levels and with all issues, and we're very much open and very much willing to share and forge a way forward with us positively for a better relationship and better ending to this crisis, rather than instigating information from third parties.